Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today's Tuesday. I hope y'all are doing fantastic. I'm a little bit, my head's not here. I think long weekends, I needed the long weekend. I would love to have every weekend being a long weekend. I'm really considering retiring. So anyway, I am. Well, maybe I'll retire early, and not right now. I can't now, but I don't know. Why wait? So here we go. Let's get started here. I'm going to look into what happens with that. Okay. What do we got going on? What do we need to know? Current situation. No, goes this way. Four of Pentacles, present influence. Ten of Swords, future influence. Five of Swords, unexpected. Ace of Pentacles, challenge. King of Pentacles, strength. Didn't we have the King of Pentacles in that same position yesterday? I know we had the Ace of Pentacles showing up. Okay, so Temperance in the strength. Where does this lead? Two of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. This is definitely something you're going to be working on later. So once that Ace of Pentacles hits, I like that it goes to the Two of Pentacles and then the Page of Swords to the Seven of Pentacles. Definitely good stuff. Okay, what is the advice here? Hangman and Four of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. You know, there's something here. I mean, so it's interesting to have the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck, but then it leads to that Ten of Swords and the present influence. So there is a feeling in the now about something ending. And it may be like, okay, like things were really good and I've been, things have been like in the point where we're not celebrating something, but just good. Things have been overall good. And I feel like that's coming to an end. So, yeah, but not in a way like you may think. It's like leaving room open. There's something that changed. So the Four of Pentacles is in the current situation. You're holding on to something big time, and you're holding on to it because there's an ending here with the Ten of Swords. And it's like you don't want to let go of that. And we even have the Five of Swords. So in the future, which is going to be careful how much, is someone not playing quite fairly here. And I think those are big cards here. What's the Ten of Swords? Ace of Swords, World, Two of Cups. Ace to the, interesting, Ace to the World there. So like a beginning that reached, I actually think the Ace is not so much about a beginning, but a realization that something has come to its end, and it has to do with some kind of partnership here with the Two of Cups, and you're realizing, okay, there's something here. It's over. It's done. It's interesting because there's that Four of Wands. Okay, so we've got the Four of Pentacles, which is about hanging on to something, holding on, saving. To me, I see it a lot. I don't want to shuffle that way. I see the Four of Pentacles as also knowledge, things like that, but it can be holding on to a situation or something that you have been holding on. I feel like you're trying to hold, my guess is, which is with the way the cards look, is that you're trying to hold on to whatever is ending here. Tell me more about this Four of Pentacles. There's that Ace of Swords, Lovers, yeah, Four of Wands. Yeah, there's something here that you do want to celebrate, and you're holding on to that, and this is what I feel like is, there's the realization, I think, that the other thing with the Four of Wands is Ace, 2, 3, then it comes to the 4. Beginning is the Ace, the 2 is the planning, the 3 is seeing everything come to fruition, the Four of Wands is celebrating all of that. I'm overall getting the feeling that there is a realization here with a partnership that it has reached an end, but it's not necessarily a bad end, and that's why you're going, okay, I did all of the things, and it's okay to celebrate that. And I think you want to hold on to that celebration a little bit as well, which isn't not necessarily a bad thing. It gets a little bit hard, but it gets so much better. Okay. So it does. So we have the Five of Swords and the future influence. Now the Five of Swords can be a couple things, like how much energy to put into something. It can be someone not being honest or playing fairly, or a little bit like not, going, I'm using this against you or something. What's the Five of Swords here? Chariot, Two of Cups. There's that Two of Cups again, Page of Cups. I feel like almost whatever's ending here, the reason why the Five of Swords is like they come back around with the Chariot to the Two of Cups to the Page of Cups and make some kind of offer. And I think the Five of Swords is you going, is this real or not? Because it was over. I mean, you assumed it was over. It was done, and it's not. And now you're going like, okay, well, are they being honest? So that's what the Five of Swords is. And I think it's good, because if there was something that you thought was over and they're coming back around, well, what's really going on here? Questioning it. But the Ace of Pentacles is in the unexpected. So there is some kind of beginning happening here. Also, it could be money coming in, but let's take a look. I think it's something beginning, because we have it. We have all this leads to the Two of Pentacles. So like it's definitely sequential here. And the King of Pentacles is in the challenge. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles here and the unexpected. Knight of Wands, Three of Wands, Knight of Swords. And we had the Chariot. So there's something definitely coming in. Now, I feel like with these knights, they're both looking at this Three of Wands and seeing what you've done. There's something here about, like, they're both facing that Three of Wands. The Three of Wands, as you see in the ships come in, the Ace is an opportunity. It's almost like you're going to have an opportunity, because there's something that's going to happen that's a new beginning, because you're being looked at for what you've done. Whatever that is, whether it's personally or work or something, but that's how the opportunity comes in, and that's really what the opportunity is about. And then our challenge is the King of Pentacles. I feel like this might be a person that you have to get past. Like, I don't know why I'm saying that. Let's look at that. I don't know, because of this Ace of Pentacles. Let's see, what's this? It's like you have to get them to buy into you or something, like something. King of Pentacles, please. Eight of Swords, High Priestess, the Strength. This is someone that's like kind of just, you don't have good feelings about this person. You were stuck in the past, and with the Strength here, and then the High Priestess in the middle. This is someone that it's, I feel like they're not in your way, but they're definitely a hindrance. And the only reason why I don't feel like they're in your way is because you have the Strength here. But this is something that's really going to, it's also a pentacle, and we have the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. So there is something here about, you know what it is? It's like I don't know if this is true or not. It's definitely the way you feel or see it, is that there's someone that you feel like won't let you have a new opportunity, that's holding you back. And that comes from that Eight of Swords and the High Priestess. Like, okay, I'm stuck, and I really feel like there's something more going on here, and I'm going to have to stay strong through this. So I do feel like someone's like not giving you an opportunity, and they're kind of in your way. The Temperance is good. It's in your strength. It's saying, keeping everything cool. Emotions, balanced emotions, keeping everything, really cool. I think that's going to be important. Is there anything more we need to know about the Temperance and our strength? Because I think that King could cause you to, really kind of, yeah, like there's something coming in, your wishes, Nine of Cups, and this is your strength. And there is a message coming in about something that you're definitely attached to here with this Devil. But I think what that Eight of Wands is, and the strength, is that I feel like you know how to handle it moving forward instead of like trying to force something to happen. You're going to have really an even keel about this. And I do feel like that because the Two of Pentacles comes next. This is about balance, right? When you start something new, the Ace of Pentacles, sometimes we have to figure out how to fit everything in. It's about balancing work, home, love, all of the things. But I do feel like it's, you know, it comes after the Ace. So this is definitely moving up. Tell me more about this Two of Pentacles, please. What is the Two of Pentacles? There's that Eight of Wands again, Nine of Wands, Ace of Swords. So yeah, the Eight of Wands is that energy from that temperance. The Nine of Wands is like, this has not been an easy situation. 8 to the 9. I think the Ace of Swords is you're going, okay, I realize this, and that's what the balance is. It's I've got to figure out a way to balance this energy. I feel like the Eight of Wands is a new opportunity. The Nine of Wands is, oh gosh, this is hard. And you're going to be able to fit everything in, basically. So we have the Page of Swords and then the Seven of Pentacles. So the Page of Swords to me is like really focusing on something specific. It can be aha moments, it can be all those things, but I feel like you're going to be really focused here in the next few days. And then the Seven of Pentacles is, okay, you've got this started. Now you need to keep an eye on it and keep it growing. Tell me more about this Page of Swords. Tell me more about the Page of Swords, please. What's going on here? Four of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Four of Wands. You want to figure out a way to keep this going. The Four of Pentacles, holding on to all of the work that you've been doing, and I think like this is kind of something you've been working on for a long time, and you know that celebration, understanding that because we got the Four of Wands everywhere. There's something here about celebrating, but it's celebrating hard work and what you've done. So I feel like there is something happening here with that, and I think that Ace of Pentacles is partially due to the Four of Wands. But I feel like the Seven of Pentacles, right? You're not done. The Seven of Pentacles is continuing to work on something and continuing to give it consistent energy. Tell me more about that Seven of Pentacles. What's the Seven of Pentacles, please? Oh, that Fool, Three of Wands. Yeah. Okay, so the Fool, Three of Wands. Did we have the King of Cups? Yeah, I think we did. I already lost my mind here. The Fool and the Three of Wands. Yeah, that leap of faith that you've taken and that you've been able to see what's happening, what you're getting out of the hard work, out of this new beginning, like kind of like a leap. And then there's that King of Cups. I don't feel like this is someone. I feel like this is you consistently moving forward and going with the flow as you move forward. Definitely, I like that. The Hangman is in your advice. I mean, if there's anything where you feel like, you know, this opportunity, if it feels funny or doesn't feel genuine, make sure that you take the time to look at it from all perspectives. There's something here that maybe there's something here where you may have to take your time and really look at it from a different viewpoint, which might be really important moving forward, especially if you're trying. Did we have the seven? I feel like we had the Seven of Cups, maybe not, but you know, especially if you're being offered something new. Because what is it really about? And then we've had the High Priestess has come up a couple times, and I feel like that has something to do with it too. Like, you know what's really happening here, and there's something with that King of Pentacles. So, and they may not be being honest. So just really kind of make sure that you're looking at things from all angles. Also, if it's an opportunity and you don't see it as such, maybe that's a part of it too, is that you really need to take a different look at it. So there you have your reading for today. I hope you like that. Take care. Have a beautiful day.